Saturday night Knicks. Knicks taking on the Celtics, the final series matchup of the season, the second of a back-to-back home and home. And things look good out the gate, man. Knicks had a 26-21 first quarter. Emmanuel quickly starting in place of Evan Fournier certainly rose to the occasion. But after that, man, it was all C's. The Celtics would go on to outscore the Knicks from that point, 88-49. Knicks get absolutely blitzed in the second half. And that was all she wrote, man. Knicks only could put up 75 points in the modern NBA, man. Knicks get smoked 99-75. 99-75. Knicks get absolutely smoked. But, fellas, I'll start with the bright spot. I'll start with the good news. Quickly, he finished the first game of the two against the Celtics. I thought he was a spark. And quickly jumped in, and I thought right away his energy was everything we needed. Starts the game off, makes a quick cut to the basket, and gets a dime there. Then he drops a 3-pointer on the next possession. I thought quickly you really set a good tone there. Finishes the game with 18 points. Tonight was a night where Kemba, D Rose, Fournier, you're losing three playmakers. You're losing three shot creators. Whether you want to give Fournier that credit or not. We scored 75 points tonight. So after that 41 from Thursday night was sorely missed. Points in the paint with the Time Lord there, man, in the middle. You knew it was going to be a rough night. Celtics are currently sixth in the league in terms of opponents' points in the paint. They are currently holding opponents to 42.9 points in the paint. Held the Knicks to 24 tonight. And you could just see at a certain point in the game, whether it was Julius, RJ, Burks, even IQ, Knicks were just timid. Knicks were just timid to get it in the paint because it just wasn't coming easy. And so with Williams fortifying that Celtic defense, you really got to get some good ball moving going and hit your open looks when you get those chances because it wasn't going to come inside the paint.
My worry went with IQ starting in the game is what ended up happening, though. We only had 6 points from Quentin Grimes. And other than that, not a damn other person on that bench scored a bucket. So I feel like that's the worry. I don't know how much of that really is IQ, but that just shows how much of that spark that he provides when he does check in when the starting unit, whether they're playing good or bad. More times than not this season, we've seen them playing bad. We talked about this, man, it felt like the whole entire week, but it's been 2 days since the whole incident. And it's a nice game. I feel like we got everything leading up to the reason why you were booing us in the first place, the reason why you were getting booed.
We
and
got all of
that
it.
stuff.
We got all of it tonight, bro.
Right. So for anybody that had something to say against it, this is the reason why. This is why. Yes, I'd still be upset if he was 1 for 4 from 3, sure. But at least he got to the line. The man did not get to the free throw line at least one time. And to me, that just shows the lack of aggression, especially there was so many times. I'm looking at these highlights that have been looping over and over again. There was so many times that he had a smaller dude on him. And there was that one play, he shot the Papa left where he was boxing out a player, could have got the ball, and he let someone grab the ball over. There's so many lack of energy plays.
Lack of focus. How about the one where he almost had Schroeder run through the backcourt and grab the ball?
Schroeder was one of the main, right.
There's no way that you can go and do that demonstrative with that much energy and then come the next game and play like this. He has 6 turnovers. He had 5 of those 6 in the first half. He was 1 of 5 from 3 in the first half. You showcase tonight all the areas that, the majority of the fan base is holding you accountable to, and that's the decision making, the turnovers, the effort and energy on some plays. You mentioned the Schroeder play. If Schroeder composed himself a little bit, he could have grabbed that ball and just laid it up. If that play would have happened at the Garden, he might have been booed right there.
Yeah.
Because the fans would have taken the opportunity to say, no, Julius, that's why. In this city, is all about effort, energy, and performance. And when you're out there showing effort, the fan base shows a lot of patience with you. And putting that aside, when we talk about what happened tonight, 99-75, I mentioned Derrick Rose is a big, big miss. The Knicks were 24-11 last year with Derrick Rose. However, this year they were 11-15 in games that he played. You know what that tells me, CP? That this is last year. Rose was a key reason. Yes, this year Rose is also a key reason. But one of the big reasons why this team is up and down, where you don't know what you're going to get, is because now we don't know what we're going to get from Julius Randle.
Talked about the bench points, 33-6. Free throws, 6 of 15. 40% from the charity stripe. They call it charity stripe for a reason. They're free. RJ, 1 of 5. Mitch, we expect 1 of 4. Julius, 0 for 0. All right. 0 for 0. Okay.
Randall, I don't hate Randall, but this battle that you're fighting, like I was talking to my friend today, Randall fights an inner battle with himself, man. And it's obvious to every Knicks fan that sees it. The reason why we're booing you isn't because we want you to play like last year. Last year you were out of this world. That's not going to happen. That's your career year for the rest of your career. You're not going to be better than that. But there's a thin line between last year and this year where we know you could be better. I saw 4 plays this game where RJ got stuck guarding Robert Williams because Mitch is running back to guard Al Horford and Randall's complaining about a foul. That happened 4 times tonight. And before everybody goes off the bandwagon and says, "Oh, we do this to all our stars," yes, we do. But you know what? Every player in the league that's a star has gotten booed once in their life as a basketball player. And they all react to it in different ways. Yeah. And Randall shows that, and this is why I don't understand all these Randall supporters that just go off the haywire saying that we're all bad people and that we're all hated.
Ridiculous.
Bro, it's about how you respond.
I think it goes to show that the Knicks have a lot of work to do. All those people calling for the young players to play, let's call it out what it is. These aren't franchise-altering players. So, I like to see them get a run, but I'm not going to be tough on them. They're going to play. They're role players. They're meant to come in, play 2-3 years, develop themselves, and be something, but they're not franchise-altering players. But there's one thing that this game showed, and it was a statement game, if I would call it, lack of enthusiasm and energy. If you're going to be good at hustling. Just hustle hard. Right. I didn't see it this game. It was just sort of like lack of energy. Randall, coming back to the whole fan base thing, he's got something wrong with his mental, and I hope he gets through it. He just seems to get bothered. And last point I wanted to say to the young players like RJ and Obi. RJ, go spend a week with Jimmy Butler and see how hard he works, because I see RJ as like a second coming of Jimmy if he puts the work in. And with Obi's intangibles, his athleticism, just go spend a week with Draymond. Because, again, Obi's got that engine, but it's just not focused on something. I didn't expect the Knicks to win, with all due respect, but I didn't think it would be that bad.